Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sign1News. I'm Sign1News anchor Christopher D. Johnson. Here's a quick look at the top trending stories making headline today. If you post an interesting comment about this update, we may add it at the bottom of the screen. We begin today with verdicts in two huge cases involving violent school massacres. Today in Florida, a jury recommended life in prison without the possibility of parole for 24-year-old Nikolas Cruz. He pleaded guilty last year to 17 counts of murder and 17 counts of attempted murder in the Valentine's Day 2018 shooting at Marjorie Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. As the judge read the recommendation, Cruz sat with his head down, showing no emotion. But family members of the victims were clearly upset by the jury's decision. Many of them shaking their heads in disbelief, crying, and holding on to each other for comfort. They were hoping for the death penalty. The judge set the sentencing date for Tuesday, November 1st. A jury in Connecticut awarded a $965 million verdict in compensatory damages against InfoWars host Alex Jones. Jones spent years spreading disinformation about the 2012 Sandy Hook school massacre, which left 20 children and 6 educators dead. He called the shooting a hoax, alleging the families involved were crisis actors. Families of the victims sued Jones for his lies about the massacre. They say those lies caused them to be harassed over the past decade, both in person and online, by people who believed Jones's lies. Jones was not in court for the verdict. But afterwards, he said he can keep the Sandy Hook families in court for years with appeals. And he added that he does not have the money to pay the plaintiffs because his company is in bankruptcy. Stanford University is apologizing for limiting Jewish student admissions in the 1950s. The school's president appointed a task force in January to address the claims. In its report, the task force cited a 1953 memo where administrators expressed concern about the number of Jewish students being admitted to Stanford. It's unclear how long the suppression policy was in place. but the school's president says it likely caused many Jewish applicants not to apply for years. He called on the university to acknowledge and confront its history. The task force recommends enhanced education and training to address bias. It also recommended more attention to Jewish religious observances in classrooms, housing, and dining halls. "23-year-old American Idol star Willie Spence was killed in a car accident this week. Spence went viral with his rendition of Rihanna's hit song, Diamonds. He was also the runner-up on season 19 of American Idol. He died in a car accident in Tennessee on Tuesday. Apparently, he ran off the road at some point and crashed into a car that was stopped on the shoulder. Ironically, just a few hours before he died, Spence posted a video doing what he did best, singing. The video was recorded in the vehicle he was riding in. Spence was just 23 years old. Here is some good news for retirees who get Social Security checks. Starting next year, there will be about $150 extra in each month's check. It's the annual cost of living adjustment, an 8.7% boost due to inflation. It's also the largest increase since 1981. For the 70 million people who depend on Social Security, that means monthly payments will go up around $146. Whether the increase will be enough to keep up with inflation remains to be seen. That will depend on what happens between now and the end of the year. Elf star Will Ferrell and actor Ryan Reynolds are teaming up to help you get into the Christmas spirit this year. The comedic duo will star in the new Apple TV Plus Christmas movie, Spirited. It's an updated version of the classic holiday fable, A Christmas Carol, with Reynolds playing the character Ebenezer Scrooge. Ferrell's character takes Reynolds through various settings and time periods before introducing himself as the ghost of Christmas Present. Spirited will debut in theaters on November 11th. It will stream globally on Apple TV Plus on November 18th. While some kids cower during horror movies, 6-year-old Dominic and 8-year-old Aubriella love them. The brother and sister are hooked on horror. They love wearing horror movie costumes, trying to scare each other. Their mom posts their videos on TikTok. The kids dress as characters from the Halloween series, Friday the 13th, or other horror movies. And they have a huge collection of creepy rubber masks. As you can imagine, Halloween is a big hit in their home. Their mom says Michael Myers from Halloween is their favorite. The kids actually have a weekly screening of his movies. And that's it for today. Sign1News will be broadcasting updates Monday through Friday. A big thank you to our Sign1News app supporters. You help make this broadcast happen. You can download the Sign1News app by heading to the App Store or Google Play Store on your smartphone. But if you prefer to sit at home and watch on TV, you can on Apple TV, Amazon, and Roku. Take care.